David Corson, Friday, July 4th, 2025, about 6:30. Got my colors on, red, white, and blue. Yeah, baby. Anyway, hope everybody had a great 4th of July, and you're hanging out. Positive thoughts, smile on your face, have fun with family, friends. Beautiful day here, not a cloud in the sky. Well, a little clouds, but they had a golf cart parade this morning. Had some food up at the clubhouse. Went and ran a couple errands, came back, was unpacking, getting rid of some boxes, some trash, hanging some stuff, putting stuff away. And got to paint a couple cabinets tomorrow. And just, getting stuff done. Got my little video done this morning for 4th of July. And all in all, just an awesome day. Nice day. 4th of July on Friday is great. Having a nice long weekend. It's just great when it's not in the middle of the day. And it looks like we got a broken down truck here. The neighbors are doing their basement. And actually tonight in the cul-de-sac here, they're shooting fireworks off. That's what this truck here is here for. So my neighbor's shooting off some fireworks. So hopefully none of them end up at my house, but it's going to be cool. They say he does a really good job. Mr. Kirby, next door, Ohio State Buckeye. So hope you, listen. If you're working today, if you're in retail, restaurant, hospitality, military, first responders, police, firemen, hey man, I really respect you. My hat's off to you. But you're gonna get off here eventually and enjoy the rest of the weekend. And I know a couple of my buds on the force, they were out on the lake today with the DNR, making sure there's no drunk boaters and stuff. And I can hear them all, man, on the lake, man. All the jet skis, man, they're all still going crazy. But tonight on the lake, oh my God, fireworks everywhere. But we're just gonna hang out here and watch them here. I've seen them a bunch of times, but it's amazing out there. So, but you gotta be careful. There's a lot of powerboat idiots out there, a lot of rookies, and a lot of people in my neighborhood. They don't go out on the weekends, especially on the 4th of July, just because it's just too crazy, and it's dangerous at night anyway. You gotta be very, very careful. Even at the lakes at full pool, you gotta be careful. But all in all, awesome day. Just catching up. Getting up every day here on the weekend. I'm trying not to work, but I have so much stuff to get done. I got a hellacious week coming up. I got a reception coming up at the end of the week. I'm trying to get my issue posted. I got a couple of the deadlines I got to meet. And anyway, I got to get my fence. I got to cut the posts off my fence there. I got to start painting it by next weekend, or they're gonna fine me, the HOA. Anyway, and I got a couple other things done here I got to get done. So in any event, beautiful day. Not the humidity is out there, but it's really, really hot, and we're getting ready. So looking forward to a nice meal, and then when it gets dark, come out and watch some fireworks, take some video, have fun, say hello to neighbors I don't even know. I know most of my neighbors here. That's Kirby, Rocky, Andrew. One of my wife's friends, Mark, across the street. I got to change 2 batteries on my boat tomorrow too. Batteries are just not charging. They're a couple years old. It's time to replace them. So got to go yank. They're about 100 pounds a piece. I'm gonna go down there, yank them out, go get them at either Walmart or Costco, come back, put the other ones in, take them back to my buddy that owns a garage that works on our cars. He's gonna get rid of the batteries for me. So anyway, trying to be environmentally friendly, make sure that they get done right. So all in all, can't complain. And just an awesome day. I'm gonna have some ribs, and I forget what else she got. Oh my God, she got some watermelon. It was so delicious. But really, really good. Hey, the lawn's looking really good. They sprayed. It's actually, the grass is starting to come back. All the plants look good. And yeah, we're rocking and rolling. So here's my word of the day for July 4th, 2025, a little past 6:30. And that word is sacrifice. Yeah, sacrifice. When George Washington and all the patriots way back when they took on the British, they had to put it all on the line. Their family, their property, all their money. A lot of those people, got died, killed. They hung them for treason. And but we ended up winning the war. And then they we gained our independence. And then they wrote the Constitution. And this is what we live by. And those guys were really, really smart dudes in the way that they did it. And but life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And you never want to have overreach. And I've learned so much about the Constitution. I consider myself a patient patriot. And I really, I keep the Constitution in my office every day. I have a little book that I travel with. And, I come from a military family. But I'm getting back to the forefathers. Man, it must have been scary. Knowing that, hey, they might not win it. We could be speaking British. Heck, we could be speaking Japanese or German when you look at it. But we haven't. And I'm ever so thankful, as we go into the 250th birthday for the next year. They got the big, the one big, beautiful bill done. Was it perfect? No. But it had some really good things in there. And I think, some of the things that I really would have liked to have seen a little more, they're going to get that stuff fixed. So I have faith. And promises kept. Promises, presented, promises kept. That's what it's all about, man. If you're gonna say something, you got to do it. You got to finish it. You got what you start. And they got it done before 4th of July. So hey, all the power to all those guys. I didn't want them going home until they got it done, and I didn't want any BS in there. There's a lot of really good things in there, and don't let the fake news out there tell you otherwise. Read the bill. It's 900 and some odd pages. I watch a bunch of YouTubers, and they've gone through the bill, and there's some things in there that still need fixed. But all in all, it's pretty good. It's what a lot of these people ran on, and it's what I voted for. And I got it. So these are our crepe myrtles. Oops, I'm gonna plant these up here tomorrow, and then we're gonna plant these here. We're gonna get some more up here, bigger ones, and it's gonna be really cool when we get it done. We're just finishing up our architectural plan. We got to do some other things, and once again, keep the HOA happy. Everybody's got to have some 3 big boulders in the rocks. We got to figure out where we're gonna put those. But getting back to the forefathers, they were so smart with the way that they did it. And it's kind of like when I left Nielsen and I went out on my own. I totally knew how I wanted to run my company. When I started my lacrosse club league, I totally knew how I wanted to run that league, how I wanted to run games, tournaments, rules, all that stuff. So I feel like I've started so many things. I feel like a forefather. Now, did I have to put my life on the line for that? No. But they had the vision, the plan, the execution, the guts, the grit, all of those things to get those things done. And that's what's amazing about, when you look back what they did, 250 years ago. And, they just, they got it all together. So I'm grateful that they did it. And, that's why I said sacrifice. Sometimes you got to sacrifice. Business, personal, athletics, life, sleep, whatever you're doing. If you really want something, you got to sacrifice. You want to be a champion, you got to sacrifice. You might not be able to go out and party. You're going to have to go out and, hit some more balls or do some more wall balls or watch some more tape. That's what it takes to be a champion. I always use Tiger Woods as an example. He, in his prime, he would go out and he maybe had a bad round. He'd go out and hit another couple thousand golf balls to get, get his, just that little, a quarter of an inch off the swing or whatever it might have been, to get it so we could get that next round and win it. And that goes with anything in athletics. You might be born with talent, but you have to improve it every day, because always people are going to be nipping at your heels to knock you off the precipice of being a champion. So being an athlete, you got to sacrifice. In business, you got to sacrifice. Sometimes you got to get up at the crack of dawn to catch a flight, to get out there and then get back because you got some other things that you got to get done. Like last night, I was looking for my flights to Boston. I got to get up there. My thing starts at 3. I have to get there, and then they didn't have any flights out, and I got other things I got to get done the next day, so I got to get at the crack of dawn, get down there, get through TSA, make my flight, go in, run the seminar, go to the seminar, I'm in our reception, take pictures, and then I'll go back, I'll catch up on some email, and they got to crack of dawn and come back and get back to my office because I got some things on my schedule and stuff, that I'm on deadline with. My other things I've got kind of up in the air that's coming into launch this month. So But, it's a sacrifice, and sure, I could have gone up the night before, but I got other things going on, but business, you're always going to have to sacrifice. You get an RFP at the end of a Friday and they want it the next morning. Hey, you want the business, you want to make money, you want to make a name for yourself, that you're a legend, you get things done. Hey, give it to Corson, he'll get it done. He'll do whatever he needs to do to finish what he started. So business is an absolute total verb, adjective, noun, call it whatever you want editorially. It's something that you need to get, should be in you. It's an action word. It's a connector. Sacrifice. You want to be, you want to get across the finish line and have a killer commission. You got to sacrifice to do it. Nothing's going to give in to you, and the only one's going to get it done is you. And you have to push yourself. But up here, you got to battle your mind. But sacrificing in business is just crucial to your success. All right, relationships. You got to sacrifice a lot of stuff if you want to get involved with someone, and you don't want to change yourself. That's the one thing you are who you are, but you have to learn how to communicate better. You have to learn to be flexible, negotiable. Don't make mountains out of molehills. You got to be able to, it's your responsibility to make positives out of negatives. You got to start your day out positive. You have to end your day positive. You got to have fun. You got to laugh. You got to smile. You got to do all those things. Not every day is going to be perfect. Not every day is going to be awful. And you got to find that sweet spot. But it's up to you to sacrifice to make sure that all of those things happen. And then when you have a family and all that, hey, you got to sacrifice what you want to do to get your kids in. I look at all those summers I had to get, travel, the rec teams and coaching and running all that stuff. Sacrificed a lot. But man, was it fun. I had a blast. And did I win all those games? No. I lost. I got blown out a lot, a bunch of games. But it was awesome. Loved watching my kid play, But I sacrificed. So, and it's not just personal. It's just people that in general that you talk to, Today I had to go get some paint at Lowe's. And I was talking to the guy and he was saying, you need to get a cabinet. You need to do this. And we were talking. He goes, hey, who you listen to? And I said, he goes, hey, what's going on with that? And we were having a nice little talk, and he were chit-chatting while the paint was getting mixed and stuff. It was awesome. And then he goes, hey, man, gave me the fist bump when I left. I'm sure he left. He goes, man, that guy was cool. I like to have that guy's, I like to chat with that dude. He comes in again, I'm going to take care of him. And we go in there. We have a pro account both at Home Depot and Lowe's. I go in wherever I get, wherever I need to go. They're right across the street from one another. So, everything we bought for the house, hey, we got from, a lot of that stuff. Paint, hardware, we got a lot of stuff. Lumber from other companies and big stuff we got from, the subs. But believe me, my wife's jobs and stuff, we buy a ton of stuff over at Home Depot and Lowe's. So they all know us over there. My wife knows all of them, man. They have a lunch. They call her, make sure she's going to come out and eat and all that. So, but you got to sacrifice. And like I said, it's not just personal. It's just casual communication that you have with people day in and day out. And there's some amazing people that are out there. Okay? And you can learn something from everybody. All right? Just like right now we're talking about sacrifice. And then sleep. You know what? You got to this year I've been working on learning how to sleep more, because if you don't get good sleep, you're sacrificing your health, how your day's gonna go and so forth. So I've been, your body knows that you're busting its tail, you're sacrificing, you're doing all these things. So when you're unplugging and I'm flossing my teeth, my body knows, hey man, that guy sacrificed a lot today. He got up at the crack of dawn, he flew, he came back now. Hey, I'm going to get 6 to 8 hours. Hey, I'm going to give him at least 6 to 6.5 hours, because that's really what I like to get every night. And then he's going to get up, he's going to be raring to go, because I just know what kind of dude he is, man. He's a go-getter, plays to win. He's got his game face on. So, and look, I've had just in my 6-month assessment, I looked how far I ran, what I got done, where I was good, where I wasn't, where I have to improve, and now I'm ready to, go into the next 180 days. So sacrificing, your body. Hey man, you got to treat it well, you got to feed it well, you got to give it its rest, you got to, ice and heat your bumps and bruises, feed it, make sure it gets rest. Rest is so important for your body. And listen, you do that, you're going to be better in your business, you're going to be better in your relationships, you're going to be better on the athletic field. I'm just telling you, But that's my word, sacrifice. And if I forgot about anything that you sacrifice, business, personal, athletics, life, sleep, all in a 24-hour period, hey, sacrifice for whatever you need to improve there too. And if you do that every day, every week, every month for the remainder of the year, you will see a change in yourself, okay? And you can look yourself in the mirror and you'll go, wow, I've changed. But you know what? People will see the change in you. Your spouse, your wife, your husband, your kids, your pets, your teammates, your cohorts, just people you have casual contact with. Hey, man, what's changed with you? We're working on sacrifice, all right? And I can't tell you anything. This is just a really good value to man. But sacrifice, it's not a bad thing. It's an awesome thing. Because you know if you give the sacrifice, your efforts, your fruits of your labors, your efforts are going to be so amazing to, when you cross the finish line, you look back. All right? And listen, I can't put it any simpler than that. From the heart, take it to the bank, put up here in your knowledge vault, and use it whenever you need it. But sacrifice, And there's a good way to sacrifice and there's a bad way. The good way is knowing, hey, man, you're sacrificing because you got something awesome there to cross the finish line. Don't sacrifice if it's not going to be beneficial to you. Don't do it. Only do it for beneficial things, But sacrifice, man, it's got to be a part of you. Because if, nothing's given to you. You got to earn it. You got to work for it. And the only way you do it is by improving, and that's called sacrifice. So I appreciate you all out there. Hey, have a great rest of your 4th of July. TGIF2, number 27 for the year, halfway through the year. And make sure that you're inputting your data right here on your phone because you're connected to it. And if you do it all the way at the end of the year, you're going to have 6 months of data on yourself. You'll be able to look back and you'll remember every day. You're going to be blown away, first, though, that you did it. And you can't sacrifice for a couple of weeks and think that you're going to change. You got to do it for 6 months, at least. Do it for the rest of the year. Every day. Do not miss a day. Sacrifice, make sure you do it consistently. And you will freak out at the end of the year. All right? And I'm telling you, you'll be blown away. So I appreciate y'all. Be safe tonight. If you're around fireworks, okay, have your head on a swivel. Be careful. You don't want to blow any fingers off or anything. And take action. Sacrifice. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless America.